everyone. Rene Brent here from Rene Brent Hypnosis. I am a clinical hypnotherapist, a registered nurse for 30 years, and an author of a best-selling book called How Big Is Your Butt? And I really enjoy coming and doing these videos live with you so I can help you kind of understand the power of your own mind. And today is Be the Master of Your Own Mind, reaching your goals using the power of the subconscious. And that's what I love to do, is teach people how to harness that power, their superpower, so to speak. And this is how we reach our goals. This is how we break habits so we can reach our goals. And we're not taught how to manage it generally. People don't understand why they get stuck, why they're about 7 days in and they're feeling really, really good. And then the next 3 days they kind of fall off. This is called the habit gravity. And the other thing is the most dominant emotion will win. So when you're first setting a goal, let's say it's a weight loss goal, it's the new year, I'm going to be healthy, and you set that and you're really in it, and you are exercising and you're paying attention to your carbs and your sugars and you're doing great, and the first week is like, all right, I got this, man, I'm going. And then day 8, day 9, you're like, maybe I don't want to go work out. 9, 10, you start introducing some foods that, kind of go against that healthy lifestyle. And then you kind of fall down. This is habit gravity. So it's very important to understand what you're filtering through in your goal and what's the strongest emotion. Because if doubt or fear or a subconscious block is in the way, it's going to be very hard for you to power through that, especially if you don't have any tools to do that. So I love teaching my clients in my office here and on videos about how to do that, how to just brain hack, how to get through it and reach your goals. So I just want you to now just kind of figure out what is your goal that you've really been trying to achieve and maybe just seems a little bit far away from you, and what that means to you. And just go ahead and take a moment, maybe write it down if you want, and this is what I want to say. Most people don't reach their goals because there's some kind of, I don't like bad habit, like maladaptive thing in the way, right? Subconsciously that we want to do. I know a lot of people who want to get healthier, but I work with a lot of people who struggle with alcohol. And they really, really try to white knuckle it for a while, but they just can't, because the alcohol or the cigarettes or whatever they're trying to change is, it's the front of the line. That's how they manage their life. So we don't remove a habit in order to reach a goal. We replace it. It's very important, if something like smoking or eating or alcohol is helping you manage your life, it's very important to find a replacement for that. And one of the things to be able to do is to get clarity on what you want, right? And awareness of yourself. It's very hard to reach a goal if you don't really know what the heck you want, right? So it's about getting clarity. So that goal that you wrote down about what you want to get through or what's in your way, right, is to gain some clarity about what it is, why you want it, right? That's the dominant emotion. If you're just like, I think I want that, or that would be nice if I did that, that's really not enough for your subconscious mind to make or replace change a habit or create a habit. So it's very important for you to understand and gain clarity of what you want, and then some awareness of what might be blocking you in the way. Let's say you want to be healthier, you want weight loss, but you're drinking, 3/4 of a bottle of wine at night. Probably not going to happen, because alcohol turns into sugar. And there's no judgment in that, for my clients who do that. Absolutely not. I understand that the alcohol is something that is helping them manage their life. So you have to get to what's really going on for them. And we can do that. I'm going to teach you some tricks today to be able to get at that and understand it and gain some clarity. And when you're setting a goal, there's something called SMART goal setting. And I like this. We really do this. This is what I do when I'm when I'm doing programming or setting intentions or suggestions with my clients while in hypnosis, is this particular frameable, your subconscious mind will take it in, and then you can make the changes. And this S in SMART is be specific, right? You have to, and it has to be personal. I believe it has to, you have to find a personal reason for why you want to do that. I'm sure many of you have seen The Secret, and there's awareness of that, and manifesting, right? We've all heard about manifesting. Great, awesome. One big piece of that I think is missing in that is that, manifesting or have an idea of what you want is what you can see. And that just like puts out the fishing pole. But if you want to pull it to you, you have to be very aware of the emotion attached to it. So if you want to lose weight, but you're afraid of the attention or your life changing or your sister being or your friends being upset with you because you've lost weight and they haven't, it's going to get in your way. There's going to be fear there. So if you want this thing that's going to bring you success and there's fear attached to it, that pole is just staying in dead water. So it's very important for you to understand what emotions attached to it. It needs to be something high level, like happiness or freedom or health. And what does health give you? Health gives me longevity. I was very motivated to release weight this last year because I'm going to have grandbabies. Like, I want to be healthy for my grandbabies and my children and my son's wedding. And so the motivation for me was very, very high. And I saw myself there at my goal because I attached to it with love and excitement about the future with my family and being healthy and being able to run around and do these things with my family. So you have to understand the goal, the thing you want to manifest in your life is just the fishing pole out in the water. To reel it in, you have to have a positive emotion and clarity about that, about what that looks like for you. So it's very important. Now, if you have fear, again, it's going to be the strongest emotion will always win. So if you want to be success, but fear of success, fear of failing is higher than your desire for success, you're not going to be as successful as you want to be. You may trudge through it. It may be really difficult, but it's very important for you to understand what the goal is, gain clarity of your goal that you want, be specific, even see it visually about what it's going to look like for you when you reach that, and attach a really positive emotion to it. And that will help you reel it into you to create it. You have to be the master of your own mind. No one is going to come and do it for you. You must do it, right? So the only way to do that is you can't be talking about it. It doesn't help to just write everything down. Man, you got to go in. All the secret sauce, everything is in. And that's what's ruling the show right now. So in order to change what's in your way, you got to look in and change it from within. And you're the only one that can do it. I can give you some tips to be able to do that, to be the master of your own mind. But you are the creator of all of your success in your goals. And if you believe you can't do it, then guess what? Not going to happen. But I know you can. I love it when my clients come in there and they're like, can't do it. I don't know if I can do it. And then we just make some tweaks in the subconscious mind. I teach them how to manage that within. And it's incredible. It's incredible. I just had a guy recently who came in, had a hard time with decision making, had a hard time with committing to relationships, just felt stuck in his life, didn't understand it. We did some sessions and he came in last week and he's like, well, I'm quitting my job. I'm getting the job of my dream that I've been wanting forever, and I'm moving. Like this. He just made these decisions. And I have a girlfriend. I'm dating someone that I really care about. And I opened my heart to her. And I was like, what? It's amazing. Not because I told him from the outside, not because he wrote down his goals and did some, it's because he went in. And it's so, so powerful when you do that. So SMART, measuring. The other one is M, which is measurable, right? Let me talk about that for a bit. The mind does not like big, big goals. It likes to see where it's going, but in order to get there, if you try to leapfrog too fast, it's going to pull back. If you say, I want to lose 75 pounds, and you're there, that almost seems impossible. That almost seems like, what? I can't do that. So it's really that. So what you want to do is set a smaller goal. So you want one small step at a time. I tell people it's like one small step at a time will build you to your goal. It's a bridge to living free. It's a bridge to the success that you want. So small steps. So it's important to have a big, that's what they're talking about. What's my long-term goal? What's my small-term goal? My short-term goal? It's because we need to chunk it down. When you're working with the subconscious mind, you need to chunk it down, or you're just not going to take that leap. It's too scary, and the mind will pull back. Remember, everything about you is about protecting you. And if it so small step, small step. So make it measurable, right? I'm going to get to this weight that maybe is 10 pounds, or I'm going to start making this much money in the next 6 months. And then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, or I have this many clients, whatever your personal goal is. You can manifest incredible success mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially. 100% you can do it, but you have to go within to do it. And make them measurable, small step by small step. If you're stalling out and you start and you stall out and you pull back, there's some piece of that you're missing. There's some fear that's holding you back from it. There's something that you're not getting at, and you need to go within to do that. The other thing is the A of SMART, right, is achievable, right? I'd love to be able to, sing like Pink, right? I love her voice. I think she's powerful. She's passionate. She's amazing. I love her. I am never going to sing like Pink, ever, ever. Now, I may think in my mind when I'm singing in my car that I'm close, but it's not happening. So I know that. So if I try to make this, I'm going to be as famous as Pink, nah, not happening. And there's a real deep part of you that knows that. So please make it achievable, realistic and then the next one is realistic. So achievable and realistic really kind of go together. They kind of cheat on that. We kind of cheat on that one. So those are really basically on the same vein, is that, I'm going to be a millionaire, in 2 years. Well, you can have that idea, right? But you need to start chunking it down if you're going to do it. I mean, congratulations to you if you make $2 million in a year. But it's really about what's realistic in your life, right? And the other one is, if you have eye problems, you're not going to be a pilot. It's just not realistic to be able to do that. And the other one is timely. So when I am doing a suggestion to the subconscious mind, when I'm speaking to the subconscious mind, I have to be very timely, which is, I like to say the word now, or every day in every way, right? That you have to time it. So give yourself a time limit in the sense of, oh, I have this goal of letting go of 50 pounds, but I really want to be at a 10-pound loss by, in 5 weeks, right? Or 4 weeks if you want. That's realistic. We know that health-wise, we can release 2.5 to 3 pounds in a week if you're really paying attention to your calories, etc. So you want to be timely, measure it out. So SMART is specific, make it personal, really, really connect the positive energy to that, or you're just going to be keeping it away from you. Your mind always wants to be right. Your subconscious mind always wants to be right, and it always wants to be right now. So if your deep thought is that I don't deserve that, right, success, I don't deserve to reach that goal, it's going to be very hard for you to achieve that. So I'm going to encourage you to really go within. And if there's a part of you that think you don't deserve what you're trying to achieve, you can tweak it. You can look at it. You can tell yourself it's not true. We cannot change things unless we are aware of them. So it's very important to do that. And I'm going to teach you how to put yourself into a quick altered brainwave, an alpha brainwave very quickly. That's what hypnosis is, meditation is, and you don't have to be, sitting down, or listening to a recording of one of my voice If you want to do those, great. Go to Practice Happy Now and download a couple of my meditations for free. But you can do this on your own. And when you're doing goal setting, I'm going to run you through that in just a minute. And so small steps, you are the creator, good. I'm just running through to make sure I don't miss anything. Again, be aware of the lens that you're seeing it through. If you believe that you are not deserving, like I said, you filter through that and you'll sabotage yourself. Your deep subconscious mind is not going to allow it to happen. Be committed to you. You're the only one that can do it. This is why it's so disappointing when we give up on ourselves, because we have to take care of ourselves. If you don't have inner love for what's going on for you inside, when you're not living on the inside, it's very hard to project that and be fully present and create the life you want. If you look around you and the life that you have, the people that you have in your life, right, is a reflection of your own internal dialogue of who you are and what you deserve. That's not judgment. I'm not, beating anyone up about it, but look outside yourself. How people treat you in your life is what you've allowed, because there's a deep part of you that believes that you don't deserve anything better. I do a lot of work with divorced people or people who are trying to find love. I'm love, and found that for myself only because I did my own inner work, so I get it. And if you believe that you're not, if you want love this year, that's one of your goals, right? If you are believe that you're unlovable, you're gonna, or not wanted or not valuable, you're gonna draw people to you that are gonna kind of prove that to you, right? And we create where we are. So if you're in this place of not valuable, I don't know, you're gonna see people around you surrounded. You need to heal that inner child, that self within, elevate, and then you're more likely to reach your own goals, because you're going to be in coherence with your subconscious mind, your belief systems about yourself. And I really want everyone to be free instead of freeze. I want everybody to unfreeze and go be free. Like, this is my goal. This is my super goal in life, and do it. Now, like I said, you have to plan ahead in goals, and you don't change a habit, you replace it. So if there's something that kind of in your way, I see Chantel wrote that she's showing up online if you have messy hair, messy house, messy emotions. That's my resolution, to show up online, even if you have messy. That's right, right. Who cares? Messy, right? Be you, girl. And understand where that comes from. Spend some time within, Chantel, about what's going on for you that you think that you always have to be, present and ready, right? And not show what's really going on the inside. And check in with that little girl about that, or adult ego, and find out what that's about, because we cannot heal it unless we are aware of it. We have to bring stuff from the subconscious mind to the conscious mind, and that's how we reach our goals. That's how we create the life that we're so in love with living, and that's what I want for all of you. So remember, the first 7 days of any goal or any habit or any creating is really like, ooh, I got this. Then the habit, gravity starts in and you do it. So it's very important. They say 30 days. I think it's a little less than that. I think it's about 21, depending on how active you are each day. Neuroplasticity shows us that as you wire it, you fire it. Excuse me. As you fire it, you wire it, meaning that every time you go down this path and create that habit, your neurons are like, and your mind wants to go, okay, well, let's not waste time on recreating that wheel every time. Let's just start doing it automatically. And then you have these neurons that kind of go together, and you're creating this automatic path, kind of like driving. You know, when you were scared to death when you were 16 years old, and you're like, oh, here, okay. And you're watching everything, and you're hyper alert in every movement, right? Because you're very conscious about it. And you do it again and again and again and again. And you just get in the car and you just drive automatically. Why? Because your neurons have created this automatic, autopilot, way to do things. And that's great when it's a good habit. It's challenging when it's a maladaptive behavior. It really is. So you got to get on it. I kind of say this neuroplasticity, thing is kind of like, a path in the woods. If you keep taking the same path again and again and again, it's just going to be a well-worn path, and it's easier to take rather than taking the path that's next to it that maybe's got some growth on it, and you're just like, no, I'll just take this way. It's much easier, and we like easy. The mind and the body are very efficient. It's pretty incredible. And sometimes that helps us, and sometimes it's more challenging. So if you have any questions, go ahead. If you're watching this, online, then go ahead. Um, yes, being asked if you should write it down. I would say yes, write it down, because that's going to help you get clarity. And then under that, you will write down what life's going to be like for you when you reach it, right? We all know that we want to do this or we want to do that, but write down what life is going to be like when you reach your goal. Because when you do that, you start to see it, you feel it, and that's what you need. That's the secret sauce to creating your own path to the change or the goal that you want. So really feel it. And if there's fear there, like I said earlier, if there's fear there, you're going to stop. Your mind is going to stop you. So you really have to see it. And visualization, right? See yourself. Man, that feels so good when I have abundance. That feels so good when I'm so abundant that I can help others. That feels so good that I don't have to live paycheck to paycheck and my mind is at ease. Wow, that really feels, that feels like freedom, right? Wow. When you hold on to freedom and you attach that to this job or doing this many projects in a month, it's a different story for your subconscious mind. And it's very important to be congruent in your conscious and subconscious mind when you want to reach your goal. Now, I was talking about visualization, which is visualization. Your mind doesn't know the difference between real or imagine. I'm not visual. I don't see it. I can have imagine in my thoughts what it might feel like, but the mind doesn't know the difference. But if you're like, I don't know, it might feel pretty good, that's going to be like, you're going to kind of sort of try to get it. And remember, you're the master of your own mind. Good. And Bean, try rearranging your built environment to break a habit. Absolutely. So there you go. Thank you, Bean, for bringing that up. So this is something I do with my clients who want to stop smoking, right? Or drinking or whatever habit they're trying to break, or they're trying to break a habit and they're trying to reach a goal of not smoking, right? And so they have to replace the habit. So I tell them, what's your plan for when you are, feeling stress, right? Because smokers, nobody takes a deeper breath than a smoker. And when you're breathing, that's what you're asking for. That's what calms you. That's what quiets down your vagal nerve. That's what gives you extra oxygen in your brain for new decisions. So it's really about replacing. But rearranging, I tell people, if you come in your house every night from work and you come in the same way and you grab your cigarettes and you go outside and sit on the porch and have a cigarette, then I want you to start coming in through the garage, so you can break that habit, break your environment. And I know, Bean, you help people do that, break their, shift their environment, their anchoring cues that were what they see visually, and even placement of items to be able to help them do that. So it really is very profound for the subconscious mind. So if you have a habit of doing something the same way all the time, rearrange it. I tell people, if you're used to stopping somewhere on your way home, maybe to grab a bottle of wine, then drive a different way home, right? I had a guy who smoked cigarettes and he wanted to, every morning he would, before work, this was his thing. He'd love to go to Starbucks. He'd sit outside, he'd smoke a cigarette and have a cup of coffee, get himself centered for the day. And I said, okay, so for a while, a couple weeks, don't go to Starbucks. Okay. And then the next time you go to Starbucks, you sit inside of Starbucks. And then when you feel like you really got this 21 to 30 days, now you go outside. And I want you to be so proud of yourself that you can do it. And it feels good when you do that. So rearranging, which is awesome. And be aware of the habit gravity when you're like, no, this kind of sucks. Make a plan for that. make a plan of how you're going to move forward and do that. And you don't eliminate it, you just shift it and give yourself something new. Plan ahead. All right. So what I was talking about is cutting out triggers. So Starbucks was a trigger, so we already did that. And you know, it's always good to join forces with someone. I'm kind of a solo being in the sense that you know, I like to walk by myself. I used to like to run by myself. You know, I work out with my partner David now, but I didn't really like to meet up with people at the gym. I kind of like to do my own thing. I like to travel sometimes by myself. So that's not for me, but I know it helps a lot of people when there's accountability. So you might want to think it. So write it down, make it measurable, see what's attached to it, do it within, and I'm going to show you how to break all those barriers to go in and gain some awareness and clarity. Are you ready? Listen, if you have any questions about what I'm talking about, there's so much. I mean, I could do a full weekend workshop on this for sure. But I want to make it small enough so people can spend the time understanding and learning from it. So if there's any questions, you can contact me at Rene Brent Hypnosis at iCloud.com. I love it. You can schedule a free 15-minute call with you. I don't pressure anybody about anything, and I don't judge. So, you know, if you want to just conversation about goal setting, you can do that. You can schedule that at ReneBrentHypnosis.com and just go to free 15-minute call. I'd love to chat with you. And of course, all my videos are on YouTube. I'll have the link below. And then if you want to just catch up on some of the things I've talked about before to help you reach your goals and manage your subconscious mind. And just let me know how things are going. I'm super excited for 2021. Absolutely. After next week, I'm really excited for 2021. No matter what side you're on, let's get past that to next week, February. Valentine's Day, all about love. Let's do it. So go ahead, not driving, please. Just go ahead and close your eyes for me. As you close your eyes, just take a breath in. Again, don't do this while you're driving. You could sit up and do this. This is nice. Or put your head back. And as you're, just close your eyes. Just let all the conversation move through you and out of you. Good. Now, as you're there, just sitting, I want you to be your own inner hypnotist. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. I want you to learn how to channel, how to get in to your thoughts, to you, the essence of who you are, your subconscious. So just relax your tongue. Sounds odd, right? Just relax your tongue. When you're relaxing your tongue, you're slowing down the messaging center, the language center in your brain. You disengage. So all the internal dialogue about this or that or worries or options for your goal, shh, quiet it down. The doubt, the worry, shh, just let it quiet down for a bit. It's okay. It's okay. All of those patterns of overthinking, they all have a purpose for you to try and help you, and you can rearrange that. But right now, you just shh, relax your jaw. When you relax your jaw, you're just relaxing everything through here, and your vagal nerve runs through that. So when you're clenching, you are squeezing on your vagal nerve, and you're not even meaning to send it into fight or flight, high intention, high beta brainwave, yucky chemistry, which gets in the way of reaching your goal. So just relax your tongue and your jaw, and now you're going to full inhale and long, slow exhale. Good. Really get that extra oxygen. Really send a different message to the diaphragm, to the vagal nerve. Inhale and exhale. It really is that simple to bring yourself quieter. Just sit there for a minute. Relax your tongue and your jaw and breathe. Good. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. Now you should start to notice things just kind of quieting down. If your mind's busy, that's okay. Let it come in and let it go out. It's just your conscious mind checking in. I want you to manage it like if you were on the phone and someone came in a room. Thank you, but I'm doing something else right now. I'll be with you in a minute. Relax your tongue and your jaw and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now, as you relax, it doesn't take much to quiet down your brain waves. It really doesn't. We're just not taught how to do it. I want you to imagine looking up into your mind's eye, what I call the velvety darkness, that space in your head. As you look up, my favorite place to go, I go many, many times in the day, up, expand in that space, and the space beyond that. And as you do that, just flow, just allow. Be a human being, not a human doing. Just give permission to just shh for just a bit to gain access. Because now you're in the room. You're not talking through the room and telling yourself on the other side what you want your goal to be. You're in the room now. And as you're floating and expanding and allowing, just be present. There's no past, there's no future, just you there. And that's when you're in the room and you ask yourself, what is my next small step? Go ahead and do it now to your goal that you might have written down. What is my next small step? And just listen. That's all you have to do. It may be as simple, maybe to go for a walk. Because if you go for a walk, you never know who might be on that walk or what ideas you're going to have when you're out in nature to help you to that next level. I can't tell you how many times I followed my heart about something and something incredible was waiting on the other end of it for me that helped me move forward. Trust your journey. So what is my next small step? Small step, small step, small step to that goal. And you'll feel safer doing it. You'll gain clarity along the way, that's for sure. The other thing that you can ask yourself when you're in the room with your own self is, what do I need right now? If there's something in your way, or you're just not feeling yourself, or you know you want this, but you're just stuck, stalled, just ask yourself, what do I need? What do I need right now? And you'll listen, and you'll make the changes, and you'll go step by step each day. And ask yourself now in this beautiful space, feel it or sense it or think it, what emotion is attached to reaching that goal that you want? And it can be positive, negative, or neutral. Just gain awareness of what it is. If it's fear, it's very important to do. If it's doubt, doubt is the cousin, the younger cousin to fear. But if it's, I'll feel good, then go a step further. So what would feel better than good? What do I want more than good? Higher, higher, higher. Get it, and then you got it. And you can return here again and again and again. Actually, it's very important to do this when the 30 days or 21 days when you're trying to reach your goal. I absolutely know that all of you can do it. You can do it. You can reach it. Just be in that space. Just float and expand. Listen to your heart. Look within. And every day, in every way, you'll be able to take that small step to your goal. Believe in you. It's very important. You're the only one that can do this. To use your superpower, your deep inner mind, to be the master of your own destiny. I know it sounds like a Facebook name, but I love it. In just a moment, I am going to count from 1 to 5 to bring you back. But if you don't want to come back, I'm going to sign off. Just enjoy this, gain some more clarity, reach your goals each day. You got this. 1, coming back more and more the sound of my voice. 2, clear-headed about your ability and the steps to reach your goals. 3, rested and refreshed from this entire session. Every awareness that you gained here today, you'll be able to do that. 4, such beautiful clearing energies coming forward for you. The cool breeze flashed over your face. And when you're ready, on number 5, eyes open back here, or just enjoy the silence. Just connect to yourself. You deserve it. Excellent. Enjoy. Bye now.